I have directed Secretary Connally to suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
Well, I'm very pleased with the way in which the first day's trading has gone, and I think it's been an excellent introduction of the new system.
The producer of the money supply will have inordinate power. And the power that we have is all granted by you, the Congress of the United States.
The Reserve Bank was subordinate to Treasury.
Completely subordinate.
I think decisions about spending and controlling spending and paying for it are really for you.
That economists are increasingly worried that the idea of a Phillips curve that links unemployment and inflation is no longer describing what is happening in today's economy.
We really have learned, though, that the economy can sustain much lower unemployment than we thought without troubling levels of inflation.
And the job guarantee as an employment buffer stock replaces the Phillips curve in the macro structure we now call MMT.
There's nothing to prevent the federal government from creating as much money as it wants and paying it to somebody.
I did not say the government ought to buy everything for sale. Okay. The size of the government is a political decision with economic effects.
Is that tax money that the Fed is spending?
It's not tax money. We simply use the computer to mark up the size of the account that they have with the Fed.
All this folksy nonsense about governments have to live within their means, governments have to behave like households and like businesses, that government spending is bad, deficits are bad, debt's bad. All this to me is nonsense, really.
Spending is not constrained by revenues. There is no numerical limit to any of this. Government can always make any payment of dollars it wants to make. The risk is inflation.
You've got the Democrats with this pay for nonsense that everything's got to be paid for. Well, everything is paid for in the form of real resources. But
I'm saying for 100 years, and actually it's longer, someone has been crying about the national debt. And
all this to me is nonsense, really.